Hello, you're welcome to this class. Today we have a very short lesson and we want to look at the quiz given to us the other day. 25% of heat supplied was used to convert 44% of the water heated to vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. If the total amount of water heated was 205 grams, calculate the total heat energy supplied, assuming that the latent heat of vaporization of water is 255 joules per kilogram. Now, for you to solve any question, the first and the most important thing to do is to understand the question given to you. Solution. So let's go back and read the question once more and try to understand what is given to us and what is required of us to do. 25% of heat supplied was used. That means that not all the heat supplied was used to convert this water. Only a part of it. In short, by just seeing percentage, ratio, or fraction in any equation, you know that they are talking about a certain part of that thing. So a certain part of the heat supplied was used to convert 44% of the water heated to vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. Now again, 44% of the water heated. That means that only a part of the total amount of water heated was converted. Now, if the total amount of water heated was 205 grams, calculate the total heat energy supplied, assuming that the latent heat of vaporization of water is 255 joules per kilogram. Now, this means that it is not all the parts, all the water supplied that was used, and it is not all the heat supplied that was used. So we are going to use only the heat that was used during the phase change and only the amount of water that was converted, because we are talking about latent heat. In latent heat, only a certain part of the heat supplied is used to convert the substance to another phase at a constant temperature. So we are going to look for that quantity of heat, and for us to get that quantity of heat, we are going to use the exact amount of water that was converted, not the total amount of water given to us, but only the one that was converted. Now, how do we get the amount of water converted? The amount of water converted, let's call it ml, that is the mass of water used during the latent phase. ml is equal to 44% of the total amount of water heated, which is 44 over 100 times by total amount of water heated was 205 grams. Now, the quantity of heat during a phase change is given by Q is, let's call it QL, to show that this is the quantity of heat used during phase change, not the total quantity of heat supplied. For phase change, quantity of heat used for it is ml. Now this ml is equal to 25% of the total heat supplied. Let's say that the total heat supplied is QT. So let's just leave it as 25%, knowing that it is 25% of the total heat supplied. and that is the latent heat energy here. Now let's calculate this. Let's determine this 25%. We can determine this 25% since we know our L and we know our M. So QL is equal to 45% of the water is 44/100 times by 205. Now this stands by latent heat energy of vaporization is 255. The latent heat of vaporization given to us is 255. So we solve this and get the quantity of heat used during the phase change, that is the 25%. Now that is equal to, if you solve this, we get 23,001 joule. That is QL. Now to get Q total, to get the total heat supplied, now we know that 23,001 represents 25% of the total heat. Now, how much will represent 100%? The amount that represents 100% is equal to the total heat. So, if we solve this, we have that X is equal to, we do cross multiplication. So we have 23,001 times by 100, everything over 25. So we now have that X is equal to 92004 joules. So this X is equal to total heat supplied, which is equal to 92004 joules. So this is the answer. The total heat supplied is equal to 92004. So this is how to solve the question. Now, please note that anytime you see questions being given this way, just be on the lookout to know the amount of water or the amount of the substance that was used during the phase change. Sometimes you may have to do small calculation to determine the amount of water used. Sometimes it will be given straight. If it is not given straight, do the small calculation. Just look for the things from the question that you can use to calculate the amount of water given. Sometimes they can give it as a ratio, that's 0.4 ratio of of the water or the substance given during the phase change, or given or heated was used during the phase change. And sometimes they can give you a fraction that 2/4 of the total amount of water heated was converted. Sometimes they can give you percentage that 2% or 5% of it, of the heat of the water or substance heated, was converted. Sometimes they can give it straight that 25 or 1 gram or 2 gram of it was converted. So if it is not given to you straight, if the amount is not given to you straight, just look for the thing that you can use to get the actual amount, only for the one that was converted, not the total amount. Or else they say that the total amount of the substance heated was converted. If not all the total amount was converted, you have to do some calculation to find the amount that was converted. It is only the one that was converted that can be used for calculation of latent heat. Whether you are calculating latent heat of fusion, if you are calculating latent heat of fusion, you have to calculate the amount that was converted from solid to liquid. If you are calculating the latent heat of vaporization, you have to calculate or to determine the amount that was used or that was converted from liquid to gas or to vapor. So you have to be very careful to note this, or else if you don't get this, you will likely not get the answer. Now for the first question, which the latent heat was given and we were asked to show what it means. If you are given that the latent heat of a substance is, let me say, 205 joule per kilogram. Now what it means is this, or let me say 200 joule per kilogram, and you are asked to explain this. Now most of the time they will tell you the latent heat of maybe fusion or latent heat of vaporization. So if they say that it is latent heat of fusion of a substance is 200 joule per kilogram, what it means is that the amount of heat that is needed to convert the substance from solid to liquid, because we are talking about fusion. Fusion means melting. To convert the liquid, the substance, from solid phase to liquid phase is 200 joules. The amount of heat needed to convert the substance from solid phase to liquid phase is 200 joules. Then you must put at constant temperature, because all phase change occur at constant temperature. Now if they say that it is latent heat of vaporization, then you say that the amount of heat needed to convert the substance from liquid phase to gaseous phase or to vapor is 200 joules per kilogram at constant temperature. So that is how to answer this question. You must put that it is at constant temperature, and you must put that the latent heat is actually referring to the amount of heat needed. Then you must determine whether it is converting from liquid to gas or from solid to liquid, depending on whether they are asking about latent heat of fusion or latent heat of vaporization. So that is how to answer the quiz. Thank you.